Alright, hello everyone. Wow, my mic is loud to start this video. We have finally got the Nielsen radio books for October 2025. Before that, I want to mention something important as we approach the holiday season. And I will leave the link in the description below so you all can take a look at this from this article I found on Radio Insight. But RadioDiscussions.com, the chief operator of Radio Insight, has put on the Radio Discussions forum about the current list of stations. I know this could get updated. I'm posting it obviously Tuesday morning, our usual 9 a.m. Eastern time. So, just taking a look to see my state, New York, to see how we're doing so far. The 95.5 in Albany flipped. And the big news that I shared, and I guess maybe these folks at Radio Discussion saw my video from yesterday, was about 100.7 WHUD. They always love to go stunning. They flipped last year. They flipped last year. So, Halloween. I just don't get it. Yeah. They flipped on Halloween last year. Like a little Halloween prank. I don't know. I will acknowledge that in Chicago, I'm going to scroll down for just a second, WLIT 93.9, actually, no, right. It's going to be soon, this week. Let me look at the radio forms to confirm it. Let's go to page 2, where it was announced. Yes, okay. Later today, user BryFry928 confirms. I'll show you his post right here. Yes, this is it right here. 93.9 WLIT Chicago will go all Christmas format later today at 3 p.m. Central. So that would be 4 p.m. Eastern. All right, and I'm just, again, I know I am recording it the day before. I would assume, yes, okay, I just wanted to confirm if there was anything about WLTW here in New York City. So, they put on their website that likely on Friday, November 21st, they will be flipping. They shortly deleted it on their page, but it's safe to assume that November 21st, they will be flipping. And I'll safely assume...
Could you try again?
I am so sorry about that. I'm assuming the iHearts will start flipping on Friday, November 7th. Now, an update from WMGQ in New Jersey. Magic 98.3 will flip on November 14th, 2 p.m. Okay. Alright, so let's get into our Nielsen books. You know the rules. Here on Andy's Randomness, we go with New York, Long Island, and possibly my future market of Philadelphia. So let's get into the numbers. iHeartMedia's Adult Contemporary 106.7 Light FM WLTW will go from an 8.1 to a 7.4 this month. However, Odyssey News 1010 wins in 92.3 FM will go up from 5.9 to a 6.4 for what ratings expert Chris Huff claims that this is the brand's largest share since February in 1972, and the largest on the 92.3 frequency since the summer of 1982 when they were known as K-Rock. iHeartMedia's contemporary hit radio C100 will climb up from a 5.5 to a 5.9. Let's see what else we got. La Mega 97.9 WSKQ will gain 4.5 to a 5.2. Odyssey's Classic Hits 101.1 WCBS FM 4.8 to a 5.0. iHeartMedia's Classic Rock Q1043 will go down from a 4.6 to a 4.3. Odyssey's Hot Adult Contemporary New 102.7 down 4.1 to a 3.4. Odyssey Sports 660 WFAN 101.9 FM will go up from a 2.9 to a 3.5. Mediaco's Hot 97 WQHT will go up from a 3.2 to a 3.9 for its highest share since September of 2018. The other hip-hop station in New York, iHeartMedia's Power 105.1 WWPR, will go up from a 2.7 to a 3.3. Odyssey's Rhythmatic Throwbacks 94.7 WXBK down 2.2 to a 1.7. Spanish AC 93.1 Amor WPAT will go up from a 2.0 to a 2.6. Now I want to acknowledge something in Los Angeles pretty quickly here. And I want to thank Joy Jung for bringing this up to me. KRTH, Odyssey's Classic Hits, K-Earth 101, will jump up from a 7.3 to an 8.3 for what ratings expert Chris Huff notes that it breaks its high back in July. Alright, well that's an interesting development. Alright, so I don't want to get distracted. I just want to note that these ratings will go from September 18th to October 15th. Could it possibly have something to do with Jingle Ball getting announced for C100? Who knows? Who knows? Let's just take a look to find WEPN. I want to see where they were mentioned. Okay, this is an interesting development. WABC AM's ratings, 4.0 to a 4.2, conservative talk radio, even though they don't seem as conservative as they used to be. I don't want to get in trouble with John Katsimatidis. Let's see what else. I'm trying to find WEPN. So there is WEPN. Looks like for October, it will remain at a 2.1. However, 103.5 WKTU, the other hot AC station in the New York market, owned by iHeartMedia, will go down from a 3.3 to a 3.2 for this month. So now we got that out of the way. I want to make sure we're back to the right article. We're going to go right to Long Island. Here we go. So, for C100, in terms of the Long Island numbers, they're going to go up from a 6.5 to a 7.3 for the largest share since spring of 1986. All right, let's just confirm in terms of real Nassau and Suffolk. Here we go. So it looks like we have a tie for first place in terms of Nassau-Suffolk. Cox Battle Stations. The CHR 106.1 WBLI down 4.5 to a 4.1. Classic Rock Station. Their sister 102.3 WBAB 95.3 WHFM down from a 4.9 to a 4.1. Connoisseurs Hot AC WALK FM on 97.5 will go down from a 4.3 to a 3.4. Connoisseur Rock Station 94.3 to Shark will go down from a 1.5 to a 1.1. Now, in terms of where WKJY is, the soft AC station, they will remain at a 3.9 for a second straight month. As far as 103.1 The Wolf, there is a development. Connoisseur Media's country station, WWWF, will tick up from 1.8 to a 2.1. And it looks like Connoisseur's oldie station, AM 1100 and 104.7 FM WHLI continues its rating slide. The highest it got to this year was 2.6. However, the rating slide continues down to a 1.9. Oh, right, wanted to go here. There we go. Philadelphia. 94.1 WIP will go up to a 9.2. So here's what I'm trying to figure out on 94.1. And I don't know if I'm correct about this. Maybe I can Google it right now. But I know they used to be a legendary rock station. Right? Yes, the highest radio rating. Let's see what it is. So, I can't see if this is true to the old format that was, yes, WYSP. But that's a good question. I'd like to find out. This is the highest since WYSP. Somebody can get back to me, that'd be great. So let me know in the comments. So while that's happening for Odyssey's Sports Talk 94.1 WIP for the 9.2, Beasley Media Group's Classic Rock 102.9 WMGK will go from a 6.8 to a 7.0, while sister rock station 93.3 WMMR will dip from a 6.3 to a 6.1. Odyssey's ACB 101.1 WBEB up 5.4 to a 5.6. iHeartMedia's R&B 105.3 WDASFM rises 4.7 to a 5.4. So look at that. Just to recap this, for WMMR's ratings, they've been pretty high this year. Now they're going down. And to recap, 101.1 ticked up a little bit. Okay. So did WDAS. However, for News Radio, 1060 KYW, 103.9 FM, down from a 4.8 to a 4.4. AAA 88.5 WXPN, down 4.4 to a 3.8. Odyssey's Classic Hits Big 98.1 WOGL 3.0 to a 2.6. So to wrap this up, let's see what was missing. Okay, WXTU ticked up a little bit, 4.0 to a 4.3. That should have been acknowledged. Ben FM ticked up too. Look at that, 3.1 to a 3.4. That should have also been acknowledged. Yeah. WUSL Power 99 down 3.4 to a 3.1. WIOQ Q102 2.8 will remain flat. WRMB 2.4 to a 2.2. So this is what I wanted to talk about. WRFF. How in the world did WRFF gain so high in the ratings and now all of a sudden they're back down? I just don't get it. You got WTDY, Hot AC, will go down from a 1.9 to a 1.6. Okay. So there you have it. I mean, that's where we'll wrap it up for this month. So I'll keep an eye on any other holiday flips. But again, it's assuming a lot of the iHearts again are probably going to flip this Friday, November 7th. Again, we know 98.3 in New Jersey is going to flip on the 14th. And it's assuming WLTW in New York will probably be one of the last to flip on November 21st. The only question is, when is WEBE in Connecticut going to flip? That is a good question. So we'll have to find out. So, thank you all for watching, and until the next one, please take care.